Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you didn't subscribe now so that you will not miss my upcoming videos. So today we will talk about something very interesting for web development. If you are a web developer, grab your drink and let's get started. So the topic today is about how to use the CRUD method in Postman. So if you know how to use it, so I think you will also have some refresh or some update, or if you don't know, you will know it from start. So we will use Node.js and Express to demonstrate. We will use some port, endpoint, and root to show you how CRUD method work with this Postman. So go to your own browser. If you don't have the Postman application downloaded, and right there, Postman. So you will see the application from here, download. You just go to the download. If you are on a window, you will find the window version. I'm on a Mac. It suggesting me to make a choice here, but I have already this downloaded, so I don't need it. I just have to go here to my applications and find Postman. As you can see, I have it here. I just have to press there and now it is open. So how can we use this CRUD method to update things here? So what we have to do first, we put this down. We have to create here a new folder because I want to demonstrate it from start to end. So we can call this demo lab. And next, I'm using this VS Code for my IDE. So let me show you here. So let's go to a new window. And this is the project where we will work with the JavaScript and the Node.js and Express. A new window here. Yes. What we have to do is to put this one in small size there. And now I will open this demo lab here. I can go from here, or I can close this one, come here, press open folder. So if you don't have this VS Code, you have different IDE, it's also possible to use it. So in my desktop, so demo lab, let's go in. So now the demo lab is open here, and Visual Studio Code is asking me, would you like to access data from other apps? I select don't allow. So here we can create our files. But what we have to do first, I have some, let me show you here, something to go through before we start it. So here I have the data we're going to use. So we go here, we press inside this one, and we go to open integrated terminal. In this one, we want to go with this git init because we will use the git package manager. So git init. So this is working. Then what next? I have to run this npm init. As you can see here, I just copied it from there. Npm init. This one will create a package.json here for us where we will start for the project. As you can see here, this is the basic package from this one. And it came there because I have added this -y. So I didn't have to fill those those parts by myself, but let's continue. And here we will do an Express installation. So we copy that, we come here, and there is an empty space here. I have to get rid of it. Then npm install Express. So as you can see, I'm on a Mac. It's not allowing me to install it straight away. What I have to do is to use this keyword sudo, then I copy the command npm install Express. So it's asking me the admin password. I just press my admin password and the installation is working. So from here to the end of the installation, I will move the video fast so that we don't get to wait to see until the end of the installation. So next, as you can see, it's going fast. We have to go through this one, npm install Nodemon. So this one is very crucial for the development part, but also we have to use this keyword here. Then there is a mistake here. As you can see correctly, sudo npm install Nodemon --save -dev. So this development will come here to help us run the server more easily. So this one is also getting installed. Still can come here, try to create two files. Here, the first file we can give it a name like server.js. Yes, this is the server, and the other we can give it like, let's put a name for the second file here, like dog handlers, not dog dandlers. So this is done. What we have to do here, we just have to copy those codes. This is for the server. I just have to add it for the server to start running. Here is the server, and I saved this code here, and I will show it to you so that if you want to write it, you can pause the video and write it from start to bottom. So this is the full code for the server, and I will go through it a little bit. And let's go through this one here. So I have this data here because I want the video to go a little bit faster, so we will not waste time to write all of this. So this is the second file here. As you can see, this is the dog, and it is an empty array. So this empty array will have some properties and values. As you can see from there, you see 44 here, and from here 44 to this point. This is the content of the second file. This is, as you can see, it all. So here we go. What we have to do here is to save this file and come here, save this file, and come back here and let you know when we did this last installation for npm. It was here, Nodem dev. It came here. This is Nodem dev. But for us to help us run the server quickly, we have to add here the name of the files we are running. So this is the server file which has the port number. So we have to use that same file name here. We can write it. It is node. So here we use a node, not Nodem. So node and server here. So but we have to update this one to start, and down below here we put comma there, and down below here we put the dev. As you can see, is automatically showing us nodem.server, and also here we can add the same file name server.js, and we save. When we save this one, we just close this terminal, because this terminal is for the main directory. We can come to this one, like here I press on this one and double click on this open integrated terminal, and I open this one down below. So there is a command here to run it. So the command is npm run dev. So we put this one here and we press enter. As you can see here, server is running on port 4. So where this is coming from? This is coming from here. Server is running on port. We define the port from this variable. So now we know we have a server running. So what we have to do is to go through what we have here. So here is a variable dog, which has this empty array, and I define also another variable here, next dog ID, to track the dog ID. So anytime we have a new dog, we will give it a different ID, and the ID will increment through this one, as you can see here. So this is the function to update the dog's ID, because we can add as much as we want. So if we add one dog with its descriptions, so it will have just the ID 1, and the second dog will have ID 2 because of this incrementation. As you can see, this is the get method. This is an endpoint here. We will use it to get all the dogs. This is a post. So this is the CRUD I'm talking about. So this is the get, this is the post to create a dog. When we will create a dog, the dog property will be here: name, species, age, color, weight. So any dog, every dog will have those properties. And here is the update for the dog ID. This first function here, get new dog ID, is called here anytime we create a new dog. So here, get dog by ID is just when you want to get a dog and you just want to get the dog with ID 1 or ID 2 or ID 3, you have to use this function. And this is the put CRUD method here, but it's just to update. If you want to update dog 1, for example, you have to go through this one, get that dog ID, and update the dog properties. Like you can update the name or the species or age or color or weight or all, if you want to update everything. Because like the dog's weight, for example, the more they age, also the more they become a little bit bigger. So this is to help for the update. So here is this function, and we have a delete function here. Whenever you want to delete a data for a dog created from post, you can find the dog ID here and delete it. So, and here is something very interesting I mentioned at the beginning. So this is the middleware to log request. So this middleware here is just to it handles tasks like this request processing. So anytime we do something, this middleware will be called. So those functions here from this one, because this is called inside here, we don't export it, but this function, this one, all are exported here. Module.export. So we export the functions to where? In this server. Here we import all of them. So as you can see here, dog, the functions imported here using const and between curly braces equals to this require. This is this dog handlers file name. So all those functions are coming from here. And here, as you can see at the beginning, we just define this express and require express and app equals to this express now function. So here how we have handled the endpoints. So this is the middleware we have created here. This log request time. So anytime this function is called over there, it will go through this request time equals to new date. So we will get the new date and the console log will be here. As you can see, this is a template literal, so that you can put here a placeholder in the JavaScript code. So you have to have the template literal, like sticks here. This is not quotation, single quotation marks. No, this is a sticks for the template literal, so that we have this. If you are on a Mac, you can, for example, press this kind of sticks, as you can see. Not this, or not this one, but the sticks is those ones. Is how we make a template literal. So this is saved, and those functions are used here, like as you can see, this app.use express.json is to transform the data into JSON. Here we use this one first, all the data to be in JSON, and the second here is the log request, the one we went through here. And now we have those routes. This is a route, as you can see. This is the main route. We can have only the slash, or we can add something if we want, and the route name can be whatever we want. And this is the get method. This get method plus the root here is called the endpoint. So the endpoint here is handled by this function get all dogs, which is here, get all dogs. This is the function handler for this, and it will be the same here for create dog, and we go to that function here, create dog, whenever that is called. So as you can see, you can just check the name here and go there and find the function which is handling this endpoint here. So what I want to now show, so this is the get, post to create, get to read, put to update, delete is just to delete. And this one, as I told you at the beginning, is just the port we are using here. So if we want to go there and see the output of what we have here right now, we just have to go here and write localhost. And as you can see here, port 3000. If I press here, we have nothing. If I change the port name to this port name here, 4000, we should have something, an empty array, if this is correct. so cannot get because we need something else for the root. So what kind of root here we can add here, like /dogs. We can, for example, copy straight here, and localhost is the localhost, port is this port, and this is the root we are going to use here to find what this function will do. Get all dogs, and this function is here, get all dogs. If we have something in as a data and we press enter, as you can see here, we just have an empty array, and this is correct, this is good sign. The roots or the endpoint is working. So why we have this one is because when we call this get all dogs here, we just console log these dogs here. This is a dog variable defined here. This dogs equals to those empty arrays. So is in this array we will store the data we will create. So as you can see now, this is the way we have started, and anytime I press refresh here, you will see this request received at Friday. This is the date, completely Eastern European Standard for get. And why this is going on, let me show you. If I press here, and you will see another update. Let's reload. As you can see here, whenever we do something, this is the middleware doing its job. So the middleware, it is here, log request time. So it's calling this function anytime we update here. Before we reach this place, it's running this one first. It's running from here, and before getting there. So this is the template literal I was talking about. Request received at, like here, request received at, and we get the date here from this variable, new date we have called, and require method, what kind of method we are calling here, and the method is get. So this get is coming, and the dogs. So as you can see here, so what we have to do now is to go to Postman, and I have opened Postman here, and what we have to do first, we have to create data for our array, empty array here. To do that, we have to see what kind of API here we have used for post to create. So this is the post create dog, and we come to this one. What is post here? We just use this same root like this one to create. So we can copy this one and come to Postman. As I have this one open, I just have one old get here, but I don't want to use it. I will start with a new one. And as you can see here, I didn't log in, I didn't create an account. This is the lightweight of using this application. You can also use it from here as an extension. Here you can write Postman, and you should see this application. You can use the extension in the VS Code if you're on the VS Code, and you can use it as here too. But I think here you have to log in or create an account before that. So let's continue here. Now what I have to do here, because we don't have any data, we have to go with post first to create a data. So this is the place we will add this URL we have copied. Here I just add this URL. What I have to do next is to come down here, move to body, what kind of URL we want to create. I go to body, row, and come to here, next to text there is a downward arrow. I press this one. The data we will create will be a JSON format. I press this one. So now we have an IDE where to do our own code. So I have a sample code here which we can use to demonstrate. So the sample code is this one. So because our dog will have, let's just align it correctly, and our dog will have an ID. This is the ID, a name, the name property. I can change this one to like Max, species, just dog, age 4, color black, weight 12. Those properties I showed you are coming from the application here, or this JavaScript here. The post, where is the post function here? Name, but first we have the ID, we have name, species, age, color, weight, and this is the way we will create this. So next what we have to do is to press this send. When we send it, it should populate this empty array here with the new data if there is no an error. So as you can see here. So what we have to do next, from here we will see by using not post but get to see the new created data. We can come here, update it, this one, then you will see this is populated, and it should also console log it here. When we come here and I press reload, as you can see we have a JSON format data, and this is here also console logged. But if we want to see it using the Postman here, we have to come here, use this get, and use the same URL from this one, like this localhost, the port, and the root here. So here we just have to press this send, because this get method is just to read if there is something. So we press this one. As you can see, it means the creation was a success. And what we want to do, if we want to update this one, we come here, press, and go to put, because with put we can update. So we press this one and we go to the URL and see if put has an addition here. So with put you have to get the ID of the data you want to update. So this is the put function. So with put we have to find first the ID, and with put here in the server, as you can see, we have to add in the root the ID of what we want to update. So what we have right now is a dog named Max. So if we want to update Max here, we can, for example, copy the same data from here, or come here, copy from this same data, Max here, come to put here. Here we have also to go through body, row, and this one, JSON format. So we paste what we have copied and we can update here. If I update here, I have to add here the ID. If it is ID 1, I have the name of the ID number there, and we can change this one to Max or updated, Max updated. So when I send this one and we reload here, this dog name will not be Max, will be updated if it is a success. So I press this and the update, as you can see here, is updated. We reload this one. As you can see, the name have changed, and also here the name have changed, and we didn't add another dog. It's just the dog one we have updated. So let's go back here. If I want to add another dog, let's see, I have another data here, so we will demonstrate how to delete. So let's go back here to post. This post is just to create a new dog. So this one will be dog ID 2, and let's also put this one into correct aligning, just to be in a standard way. So this, if I press send here, we will have 2 dogs, and if we want to see those 2 dogs here, we come to get. This get will help us to see all the data. We press send here. As you can see, now we have 2 dogs data. If we come to this localhost here, we press, we should have another update here, and as you can see in the terminal here, where the server is running, now we have 2 dogs here. If I select this one just for demonstration, and I come here, press, as you can see here what I selected, we have now 2 dogs. What if I want to delete dog with ID 1 here? In this Postman, what we have to do is to come here and use another method called delete. So this delete, we have to use this URL, but what kind of dog? To index the dog, we have to use again index. Let's, for example, get rid of this max updated. We have max updated with index 1. We add 1 here, and what we have to do now is just to press send. If the deletion is working correctly, we should have only 1 dog. So as you can see, message success, and this is coming from our own JavaScript function here for the deletion. When this function is called, and this, when there is no an error, we should have this JSON format for success. So this function, as I showed you, it is called here. Deletion, then the dogs, this is for the root. We have added the ID, and now the function is called and it is deleted. So let's go now there and update this one. As you can see, now we just have the dog with ID 2, and here also we have the dog with ID 2. Let's select this one and update. As you can see here, still the same. So this is a simple way how you can work with APIs and endpoints, roots, and see how also how this ports. And as you know, Node.js is related to JavaScript. That's why you can maybe hear some part inside where I said in our JavaScript code. So enjoy, and see you then. Bye.